Models is a boutique style, meaning smaller, modeling agency. The models pretty much are based here. There may be some in Ohio, there may be some that come from Chicago, but primarily most of the models are in Indiana. And they start here and get used to castings and auditions and shooting to develop and grow and build themselves. And then from there, I switch gears, and that's where the mother agent hat comes in. And depending on the model, height, size, age, and what's going on in their life, my gears shift, and then I start to work to get them placed on a national or international level with a larger agency so they can really start building their career and making money out of it. L Models is all over the place, local, regional, national, international. New York Fashion Week, we've done that like 3 seasons in a row. One of my models has had an opportunity to go model in China, and then soon she'll be going to Paris for 60 to 90 days. A couple of the girls that have been placed with some of the bigger agencies have had small roles on Empire. And so they go to Chicago for filming, do that all day, and then come back to Indianapolis and finish going to work or school. So it's everywhere, it's everywhere. Single mother, 2 boys from Fort Wayne, Indiana. I decided to make a big jump, which is only 2 hours, but it was a big jump for me, to Indianapolis. I try to stay close to home so I have support, so Fort Wayne's only like 2 hours away, but so I said, let me move to Indianapolis, take a deep breath, and I want to do anything and everything that I've always been afraid to do, face my fears. I have a passion for songwriting, I have a passion for singing, I have a passion for dancing, and I have a passion for modeling and acting. And so when I moved here with my 2 boys, I tapped into a little bit of all of that. And everything eventually, obviously, came back to modeling. And so in my 2-bedroom apartment with my laptop on the side of the bed, I asked one of my friends if she would be my guinea pig and be my model, because you got to have a model to have an agency, and connected with a photographer, explained to him what I was trying to do, but I only have 1 model, and all I know is models take photos and, you know, put together portfolio books, and that's how it started, with that 1 model. And of course, when pictures come back, she shared it with her friends, and then they would call and, hey, my friend did this or that, and I'm trying to tap into it. And then slowly but surely, I had a small base of models, maybe like 5 or 7, and 1 photographer. And then I started to connect with more photographers. And still in the 2-bedroom apartment, emails and phone calls. And so when people would call or email to meet, that's when I'd have to take a deep breath and say, can you be available to meet me at Panera Bread? Or Starbucks, and because I didn't have an office. You can't, when you first start a business, you literally start from the ground up with what you have. And then if you stick at it and stay, you know, and believe in yourself and go hard and don't take no as a closed door, use it as an opportunity to keep moving forward, slowly but surely the opportunity came down to be able to get office space, which in this business gives you more credibility. And then plus it gives you a professional setting to meet your clients and the models to come to. So once that happened, then clients got wind that there's this girl in the city that has a group of models, and we need models for fashion shows, and we need models at the Indy 500 for the track promos, or the State Fairgrounds for promos, or the Indiana Black Expo, or the Circle City Classic, or commercials, or magazines, and it just started growing from there. I'll use one word: faith. You have to be connected to God, and you have to have faith in anything that you do in life, especially in this business, the entertainment business, because you don't know what's going to happen or when. And so every day you're constantly moving in blind faith with the hopes of achieving your goals. So I believe being connected to God, you have to believe. You have to believe that you can and will achieve the unknown. Day one, it was a test of faith. I don't know what I'm doing. I just know I'm going to do this. As I started to learn and understand what I was doing, there was a test of faith on would other people see and believe and come. And then as it's growing and as it grew, there's always a test of faith of, you know, will I continue to have success, and will models continue to have success, and clients be interested in this agency, L Models. There was a point where I felt like this was my calling because it comes naturally. I naturally love to make people feel good about themselves. Just trying to instill in people to believe in yourself and love yourself first. And have confidence, which is something that you can't teach someone to have, but I feel that I naturally am able to help people see the potential that they don't see themselves. To nurture, guide, consult, encourage, and be a support system for male and female now that are trying to tap into the fashion industry. I use bringing like a newborn home from the hospital. It's like when you, for example, like you. When a girl comes in and she just is bright-eyed and full of energy, and she has all these dreams and things that she wants to do, and you can kind of see that potential in the person, but they need to be polished and they need to learn the business and understand the business. The joy that I get is when that person walks in from day one, and they might be kind of like this and shy and insecure or whatever, and then watching them evolve and morph. And then once their career takes off, seeing them having the luxury of being able to travel the world and meet different people that they never would have had access to, and wake up and go to sleep doing what they love. Eat, sleep, and breathe it. And take action towards it. And it's gonna happen, something. And sometimes what you think you want to do may not necessarily be it. You may come in wanting to be a model and that's all you want to do. I just want to walk the runway, I just want to be a model. And then once you get into the business, you tap into photography, you tap into something like this, you tap into styling, creative directing, casting, or becoming an agent. I define success as being able to do what you love on a regular basis, whether or not a check is coming. You're happy because you're doing what you love, and the rest will come.